All right, what's up? So, we're gonna be going over like the basics of Nagi, and this is like an updated guide that I did. We're gonna be going over like the advanced text and stuff that I've figured out until like recently when I've been playing a lot of like strikers, so I figured out more Nagi stuff. So I'm just gonna be telling you guys about all the text and stuff. So these like methods or whatever ways to use Nagi came from EU, and I want to give credit to Hyper, who helped me record this video as well. But yeah, anyways. I'm using 6-3 Bunny's Nagi in this video. I just want to clarify the build because some people might be asking later on. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, you can always just ask me on my Discord. You can join my Discord. You can DM me on Discord. But yeah, anyways, enough yap. Let's get into the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye. We have Hyper here from EU. You're what? Top 1 EUST? X top 1 EUST, right? Are you top 1 or top 2? Bro, which top 5? Okay, whatever. He's like one of the best in EU. So he's gonna be like helping me with Nagi text because obviously I'm not that good at Nagi because I don't main it. And he's gonna be helping me out because there's a lot of things that I haven't covered in my last guide, which is like a few months ago that Pure did. But we're just gonna cover like the new stuff that I found out as well. But yeah, let's just before we get into like text and stuff, I just want to talk about Nagi in general. Where what does it fucking do, Hyper? You want to explain what it does? I'm gonna fucking zoom into your chat on top left. You wanna explain what Nagi does? Go ahead. Okay. So basically, hashtag. Yup. The best weapon to score for ST. So according to Hyper, Nagi is the best weapon to score for Striker, and it's also the easiest to learn and just use in general. I mean, I agree with that. So let's just get into the basic mechanics of Nagi. So once you roll Nagi, you realize that you don't need the ball to use it, like most weapons, where it does put you it just puts you in the air like just randomly. So you can use it to your advantage sometimes, but there's also 2 animations. There is? Since when? Oh yeah, there is 2 animations. You're right. I don't know how to activate those 2 animations, but yeah. Yeah, it's just random. The animation really doesn't do anything. But yeah, I just want to talk about Nagi. So basically, whenever you have the ball, it's in the air. You have like a square hitbox around you when you press R, and the ball just automatically gets trapped onto you. So like this. You see how it just magnetizes towards you, and you just get the ball. So when you have that Nagi effect on you, you can shoot. So you can shoot mid-animation like that. You can also just wait for it to drop. And you'll have this like period of iframes where nobody can really M2 your ball. And you can use that to dribble in or score, but it's better to like usually when you're starting off with Nagi, it's better to like learn the shooting first. So you can also shoot with your header because your header goes over chest bump like that. That's just a bug. The iframe doesn't really happen often, but you can also header to stop header. Just M1 the ball. Don't do that. Don't do that. We'll talk about defending later, but I'm just talking about shooting right now. But yeah, so usually a lot of people use Nagi header to get past like a chest bump because people can't really reach that when they header. So I'm gonna let Hyper do it. Hyper, take a header shot. I'm gonna try chest bumping your shot. Okay. So you see how I tried chest bump it, but it just doesn't allow me to, even though because he headers it, so it goes over my hitbox. Do it again. So it just goes over my hitbox. So when you header it, it's slower, obviously, but it gives you more options to score. Usually most of the time, you don't want to shoot, like at high like, gameplay levels, you don't always want to shoot with Nagi because it gets blocked like 8 out of 10 times. But that's just the basics of Nagi. Now we're gonna get into some text, I guess, that we know, and just basic mechanics that you can use Nagi to. I mean, you can use to score with Nagi as a striker. You can use it as a midfielder too, but I don't really recommend it. It's just a wasted weapon on midfield. You'd be better off using it on striker. Like some people use it to create space. Like let's say in the midfield, jump up, create space, and just like pass it off like that. But I don't really see any point in doing so because you could just do the same thing with dribbling. So it's not really helping you in any sort of case. So using it as a striker is most optimal. And the build I suggest with striker is usually 6-3 bunnies with Nagi because it gives you the most maximum height where nobody can really reach your ball when you header it, or yeah, 6-3 bunnies Nagi is the only thing you can use. In terms of a comp scene, yeah, like competitively that's probably the only build you can viably use. But if you're playing autos and stuff, and if you're just playing casual scrims, you can use Nagi with like really stupid builds, like 5-3 long strides or some shit. But if you're willing, if you're like actually trying to be competitive, 5-7 tired Nagi. But if you're actually trying to be competitive, then 6-3 bunnies Nagi is probably the only viable build that I know of, or that like most of Lock community knows about. So yeah, if you're gonna go Nagi, go 6-3 bunnies, and play striker. Don't play midfielder or winger. Play striker, because that's the best way to use the weapon to its full potential. Now, we're gonna move on to some techs that I did not cover in the last guide, or Pure didn't cover in the last guide because it wasn't known to Asia just of yet. So Hyper is here with me because he's from EU, and EU knows all the techs for some fucking reason because they're exploiters. So we're gonna we're gonna unveil all the techs. Okay, so we're gonna go one by one. All right, we're gonna go from legal techs to illegal techs. So by legal and illegal, I mean legal as in legal in scrims and league games in the official league, and just generally the rules that every region follows during, like, I don't know, public matches. And then illegal tech, where you can use this tech in autos and stuff where there's no rules, but if you use it in like public matches or just in any of the region hubs, you're probably just gonna get a yellow carded or just sent off. I don't know. But yeah, let's start. So let's go from the basic stuff. All right, let's go Hyper. What's up? First tech. What do we have on first tech? Early Nagi. Okay. You're affecting me, bro. There you go. That's early Nagi. Yeah, so basically what I'm doing in that case is, yeah, there you go. So I don't know why he just can't shoot. He's just a bum right now. But yeah, so you see that. So basically what using an early Nagi does is during the Nagi animation, there's a frame that acts as like a marker in the code where that's when you're allowed to shoot. So usually when you try to shoot with like in between the start sound cue that you hear, it just doesn't shoot. So if you receive the ball as the sound cue activates, this is what I mean. So if you receive it as the sound cue activates, like that, so the timing's different. And I don't really know the technical terms for it, but basically you Nagi early, you let the ball land on you, and you can just release your M2 earlier, which can be a confusing pattern for some goalkeepers to keep up with, or defenders to keep up with, because they're used to the normal timing. So that's the normal timing, and then this is the early Nagi timing. So it's a bit more different, and you can see he's doing it there too. Yeah, so you can do it from like anywhere really, and for crosses, which is what Nagi is usually used for, like receiving crosses and scoring, it's like Mog timing. So by Mog he means out timing, so like this timing, but just a little earlier because the hitbox for Nagi is way bigger. So I'm gonna cross the Hyper and he's gonna try to do the early Nagi tech. I think that's, yeah, there you go. So that's the correct timing there. So this is mostly just practice and muscle memory. Once you get it down, it should be fairly easy to get. You just have to keep using Nagi a little bit to get used to it, is really all. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so we're gonna go over the two types of slide tech on Nagis. Okay. So, okay, I'm gonna just go over the basics of it before he actually shows it properly, where you can only slide when you hear that sound cue end. So if you were to press Q before it, it kind of fucks up your timing. So you wait for the sound cue to end, wait for right as you're about to drop, and then you press Q. So over there, when I tried to press Q, it just wouldn't work. So I wait for myself to drop, and then you do it. So I obviously suck ass at it, that's why I need Hyper here. But he can show you properly the timing, but you just have to keep messing around with it. And it's right as you drop. So right as you're starting to drop, that's when you press Q and you spam the fuck out of M1 to dribble the ball in. So we're gonna see Hyper try it now. So he just showed you the first one earlier, and let's see the second one. Nagiing, and then he's sliding and then kicking it in. So obviously he missed there, but it's fine. But you can see how there's two types of slide Nagi. So in two situations where you're facing the goal, you can just slide into the goal and dribble it in. And then there's cases when you're not facing the goal. So when you're not facing the goal, you have to do stuff like this. Like, and then shoot it, but like, I just suck at it. And then when you're actually facing the goal, you can just walk into it. Because one is, it still has the iframes, because you're not M2ing the ball. So your Nagi iframes stay. And the other thing is a dribble in, so it's harder for people to reach. The only person that can block it is your GK or any Aiku dives. So Hyper says you should do Nagi tackle dribble in from this area here, exactly, like around this thing. Why? Do you know why? The shoot one? So what he means by that is when you slide, if you're gonna end up over here instead of inside the box when you're Nagiing, then you might as well use the shot. So if you're gonna Nagi from here, and then slide into it, you're better off shooting it. Oh my god, I'm horrid at it. But you're better off shooting it from this range because it's like less predictable. And if you're gonna slide into it, and if you land inside this box, that's when you want to dribble in because the height is like, you know, high enough for people to not reach it, even when the iframes are there. You can sometimes do this. I mean sometimes, but you know, if it's against a good goalkeeper like a defender, it hardly works, is what I've seen. So you gotta mix it up. All right, we move to the next one. All right, so that's your tackle. There's the 2 types of tackle Nagis. Now we have the third variation of Nagi Tekken. I don't know how this came to be though. It might work out. Is it the chest bump thing that you were showing me? Yeah. So he was showing me this earlier, and basically what he's doing is he's Nagiing and then he's chest bumping and shooting it. So usually what that does is when you chest bump it, people die for you, or they'll think, oh, he's headering or he's shooting. But it's not as consistent anymore, and I don't know how to do it properly. But it's not as consistent anymore because obviously defenders and GKs are getting better. But it could work sometimes just as a mix-up, like that. But I don't know much about it because this was mostly used in EU, so people in Asia don't really know much about it. I don't see any point in using it, but you could use it to confuse people sometimes. But I don't know. There's no real point of using it like over Nagi dribble-ins or just anything else. The next thing was the best way to score back then. Let me see. Oh, delay. Oh yeah. So another thing that you can do. So this is like I feel like this is easier than doing the other ones. I don't know why we're doing this so later on because Hyper's a bit stupid, but this is way easier to use. It won't work. I mean, it will work most of the times considering like if you're just playing autos, like if you're just playing casual stuff, it'll work because there's iframes to Nagi at some point and people just won't be able to M2 it. But it also works in comp games, like I don't know, 6 out of 10 times maybe when they don't expect it. So what you just do is you Nagi, you wait for the ball to drop, you hold, oh, bruh. So you wait for the ball to drop, and you hold M2, and then you shoot it. So I don't know if I can find a clip of it, but if I do, I'll put it up on screen right now. But it's really stupid. Hyper, if you have a clip, send that to me. If you're doing a delay Nagi. But it works not that often, and I don't really recommend it. Again, you can just go over their heads most of the time, or just use iframe abuse. But if you're in a crowded space where you can't abuse that sort of like dribble in or like a shot, you can go for the delay and try to go for like a feint. Could work, could not work, but it's just a tech that you can, you know, it's good to know about, that you can use, you know? It's easy to execute too, so. I don't know if it's called the tech or not, but it's just, you shoot low. Oh, like the bottom bench shot that you do, yeah. I mean, it's not really a tech, it's just a method of scoring. Where you're aiming low so the GK doesn't really expect it. I mean, you can use that, but I wouldn't call it a tech, you know? It's just shooting differently. Last but not least, okay, this is the last of the legal techs that we can talk about and use. And then we'll move on to the illegal ones, which are like 2 or 3, I'm pretty sure. The header up. Oh yeah, this one, yeah. So this requires a little more skill than just learning, just like knowing how to use Nagi, where you have to be kind of experienced in air dribbling as a whole. Yeah, it's timing. So let's see. Okay, let me join team something, and you try to do it against me. So if I have better timing, I get the ball over him no matter what. Did you? Bro, am I not in a different? It's the same fucking color team. What the hell? Alright, there you go. So let him do. I'm gonna see him do the header up tech, yeah. So you see how he has better timing than me there? So he just gets it. But if he has worse timing, so header it up again. So if he has worse timing, he loses the ball. And it's really hard to score off it unless you have good timing and you're confident in air dribbling. So if your air dribbling is bad, like if you're not mechanically that good at it, then it could cause like an issue with you scoring. So you see how he gets it over, and then that might happen. Yeah. Yeah, like usually I don't use this much because my timing's not that good, and I'm not that good at air dribbling, and I end up doing that a lot. So yeah. Yeah, be careful to not get second jump. By second touch, basically, it just means second thing. Like, just do a normal air dribble. Let me see if I can show them. So doing I don't know. That. So that's the second touch. So what they're doing is they're delaying their jump and then chest bumping after you do it, so they get it before you. So what Hyper's suggesting is that you chest bump like sideways, like this. But I kind of I knew what he was doing, so I get it there. But most of the time, you want to go like a sideways chest bump, because it's harder for them to receive or like just get in general. So you see how he uses the body feint there and scores on you. You can go backward. Yeah, I mean, with air dribbling, you have all the freedom. It's just that the Nagi gives you more height to, you know, to air dribble and find that space. So you're not using Nagi to exactly score, so it's not helping you 100%. It's just giving you like that space to think and, you know, get that freedom instead of having to wait for it to land and then flick it up and blah 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 blah. So basically, you're just using Nagi to dribble in, and it's a more harder way than abusing iframes like this. So like that's the bum way to do it, and then the flick up is like the real way to do it. Oh, there's one more? Oh yeah, he explained this to me, right? So this isn't really a tech, it's just a way of playing, I guess. But yeah, go ahead, explain, Hyper. So basically what he's doing is he's jumping twice. Okay, so Hyper's gonna do it and I'm gonna explain it because that's easier and I'm stupid, okay? So go there, Hyper. Let me tell you when to start, alright? So basically this tech that Hyper's doing is when someone crosses to you and you Nagi, you're obviously gonna get it like most of the time without having to struggle much at all. So that's usually when a defender tries to jump and try to get the ball. So that's one jump off a jump fatigue. So do it again. Do the process again. The series of things. Can you get someone to cross? I can try. Wait, let me get someone. So you see how I jump once, and I jump twice, and then I have jump fatigue. So usually what people do when they're defending Nagis is that they jump for the out time for the cross, and then they jump for the shot block as well. So you can just kind of header it over them. So try again, Pilla.
Yes, sir.
So they jump once, I jump twice. So he flicks it up, and then I have jump fatigue. So usually a lot of defenders like that are impatient, and they don't usually wait until he dribbles and just jumps for the shot. So if they don't jump for the shot, you can just take the shot. That's like one thing you can use, but it's just a sequence of what's it called? Flicks, I guess. Yeah, it's risky. It's not. It's like, I don't know, depending on what the other defenders do. So like sometimes you could just get out timed and completely fuck it up, but that's like up to you. It's not really something that what's it called? Something that the game's fault at. And a lot of GKs are weak against headers, so you can use that to your advantage if you really wanted. But yeah, what's next, Hyper? What's the illegal stuff that we're gonna move on to? Right? Let's just do the stuff in order. So you can't do slide Nagi. So by slide Nagi they mean this, where you that's illegal. To shoot, to pass it's fine, but to shoot it's illegal. And that's really easy to do. It's just you slide and then you Nagi later on. Yeah, like that. So it gives you longer iframes and it gives you more distance. I mean, you can use it, you can abuse it in autos and stuff, but you can't use it in scrims because it's illegal. Alright, the next thing before we get into redirecting is the shooting the ball during Nagi animation thing that I just talked about, where this is also illegal. So if you chest bump before the ball reaches you and then you shoot like this, that's illegal. The only way to do that is to chest bump mid-air before you reach your peak, and then shoot it. So I chest bump there and then I header it. So the Nagi doesn't even, like, the ball doesn't even land on my Nagi hitbox, it's just reaching my chest bump hitbox first. So if I don't chest bump or if I chest bump wrong, that's what happens. So yeah. Another thing before we get into redirects or just certain redirects is jump boosting with Nagi, so boosting your Nagi height. So if you do like a 180 with a shift lock on shift lock, you get boosted way higher. I don't know how to fucking do it. Wait, Hyper, can you do it? So yeah, you see how it's way higher than it should be. Yeah, look, holy shit. Yeah, so he's like way higher. That's illegal. So the only way to do that is you unshift lock and then you 180 and then you go that high. So if you were to do like a normal 180 like this, it could, I think it does work. You don't need to unshift lock if you 180 quick enough. So, like that. But again, I don't really know how it works. It's just hyper. But yeah, any jump boosting text that you end up finding with Nagi, like how high he is there, is just illegal in general. So yeah. Now we're gonna move on to like redirecting stuff. So by redirecting, I mean off Serpent. The one way to counter Nagi is to just use Serpent on it. So just do a normal Nagi, Hyper.
Delay.
Yeah, so that's like your normal Nagi, which usually just gets Serpented. Now he's gonna show yeah, like wait, Killua, just press it when you hear him do Nagi.
Okay.
Alright, now he's doing the... Yeah, so that's the normal redirect. So that's not illegal, because basically what he did was he aimed down during his Nagi, like straight down, to redirect the ball instead of away from him, like right below him. And that's legal, that's completely legal, as long as the redirect isn't towards their goal. So that's completely legal. Now, do the illegal one, Piper. Okay, no, like the illegal redirect, you bum. I don't know it. Wait, let me see if I can do it. Killua, do it on me.
Okay.
Okay, no, I just don't know how to do it. Wait, I think I have an idea. The only way to redirect, basically, redirecting is weird. You have to hit your Nagi at like different angles. But the best way to redirect it off a Serpent is just look straight down. Like this, and then header. Or just shoot it. So... Okay, yeah, so the redirect cannot be anywhere in this like area. So Milky, I'll send you a picture, just put that up on screen now. And those like red lines indicate where the redirect cannot land. So if you use it here and then you look straight down, I don't know how you do it, bro. I don't know the timing for the redirect, but you're supposed to look straight down. Like that. So you look straight down and the ball goes directly behind you. Alright, Hyper, do the redirect again. Let me see. There's another one? Okay. Yeah, that one. I think this is what he's talking about. So basically, it redirects really, really far. He's just looking straight up and shooting in full power. So Killua, do it on me. Yeah, like that. So shoot up or header up. Yeah. So usually using a redirect is better with early Nagi. So you see how I'm looking straight down, and as the Serpent procs, I'm pressing header. If you're against a bad Serpent, you can just flick it up, bro. You can honestly just go like header it up. No, isn't that the best way to do it? Early Nagi, header up. Yeah, so if you're against a Serpent that's really impatient and ends up pressing Serpent the second you Nagi, the best way to do it is early Nagi, the thing we talked about, and then header it up. So you bait out the Serpent. So Killua, just spam Serpent, okay?
Okay.
So like that. You see how you just, yeah, there you go. So you're bypassing the Serpent. I mean, it doesn't usually work unless the Serpent's really shit. But I mean, it's something you can use. It's not illegal or anything. So, oh, you're buns. So yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh yeah, the header thing we were talking about. So if you chest bump and header after a Nagi, it's illegal. That's illegal because I think it gives iframes and it's way faster than like the header just has iframes, so it's just stupid because you can move it around. Oh yeah, the holding X thing, right? Yeah, so
there, early.
yeah, so you see how he's bypassing the Serpent there, by holding X. So basically by holding X, let me see if I can show you, but let me show my main screen. Okay, this is capturing my main screen. Okay, let me see if I can. You press F11 and you're in like this bordered full screen. So what you gotta do is you gotta hold this X button here. So I'm gonna do it, okay, Killua? So I held it here, and you see the ball still here. So basically what it does, it puts you in like a state of lag. I don't know what to call it, but it's just like really stupid. And you can bypass acro too. What? Okay, well maybe wrong timing, but it can basically bypass acro and stuff too. But again, don't use it. It's just stupid. There's better ways to bypass. Is there any texts that are legal and that you missed? That's mostly all, right? There's some I can't do. Which ones? Oh, those ones. So again, it's it's like variations of the Nagi tech, which you already showed. So you show the basics of the tech, but there's different variations, right? Yeah, so it's not really a different principle. Oh my god, killer. It's not really a different principle. It's just changing the way you use the techs. There's also a tech where what? Oh yeah, that. I don't know how people do that, though. It's fucking crazy. But basically, it's just spam M2. And, I mean, you can use that. Again, it's just a variation of the slide Nagi. You can use it to score. And if you're good enough, then you'll be basically fucking invincible with Nagi in the box. But you just need to be good enough to do it. You walk straight and then you change your direction. So I think it's like this. I don't know how to do it, bro. Wait, Hyper, try do it again. I want to see it again. Okay. Oh, so he's walking straight with the iframes, and he's before the ball drops, he's sliding to the other side. So again, it's just a different variation of the slide Nagi. This is the last one. Okay. That goes against. That's better against every snatch GK. Oh yeah, because they don't have acro. So one thing that counters Nagi is the acro. So usually with snatch, what they do is you're just body feinting them with the dribbling. So you're going like this. Like, oh, I don't get it. But like it's just a body feint. It's not really a tech. It's just a body feint. They pre-dive. I mean, most of the time, yeah, they will. Okay, let's try the Hyper. He's gonna be the acting GK here. Okay, I flick it up. A Nagi. Okay.
You can change the
wait. I'll do it again. I'm buns on it. Wait, let me shoot it. He's a Nagi. Okay. I'm gonna try my best to block it. Oh! So usually when they see a player going to one side, most of the snatch GKs will just commit. Or most GKs, not even just snatch, they'll just commit to one side. But yeah, that's really all for today's video. I just went over the basic Nagi techs that we know of right now. This is like an updated guide that I wanted to do. If you want to learn more basic stuff, the old guide is still fairly okay. It's not like it's completely outdated, but this one's just more up to the meta right now. So, I mean, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll hopefully be posting more because I have a new editor. So, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next one. Bye bye.